is National Breastfeeding Month, and Sharp Mary Birch is getting ready to host a breast milk drive amid a nationwide shortage. And joining me now to talk more about this, we have Rosanna Monson, a lactation educator with Sharp Mary Birch for women and newborns. I want to thank you, first of all, for being here. Thank you for coming back.
All right. Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me again.
Okay, let's talk about just breastfeeding in general. Very important. And then there's also a nationwide shortage.
Right.
So let's just get into it.
Okay, so breast milk is going to be an important factor for newborn babies. And we're talking term babies, but we're also talking preterm babies. And so there are many reasons why possibly a woman can't breastfeed. It could be medical reasons. It could be just not being able to produce enough breast milk. So for us, what we are doing is partnering with the Mother's Milk Bank in San Jose, and we are hosting a milk drive that we do annually during August, being our National Breastfeeding Month, Awareness Month, to help kind of bring awareness to people about the importance of breastfeeding and having that donor milk. So women who have an excess of frozen breast milk can bring that frozen breast milk on Monday to our event.
Oh, wow. So who qualifies? Like, who can come to this, to the drive and say, I have a newborn at home, or what it could be, an adoptive mother, foster mother? How does that work?
Well, the donor drive is going to be dropping off the frozen breast milk.
I see.
So it would be excess breast milk that women might have stored in their freezer right now, and they're like, oh, I have this abundance of milk, what do I do with it? They can bring that frozen breast milk on Monday. Our drive is going to be at Sharp Mary Birch Hospital at 3003 Health Center Drive, and the drive will be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
So really, most women can donate that milk. Very few women wouldn't qualify, and it might be just medical reasons or maybe medication that they might be taking.
And then let's talk about the folks, for the families who aren't able to breastfeed. What do you tell the families who are struggling with that?
Well, we offer a lot of supports at Mary Birch. So we have the New Beginnings Boutique that is at Mary Birch that is staffed by lactation educators, and they can families can come in and we can help them with breastfeeding challenges they might have. And that is open every day, and that's available to anybody. They don't even have to be a Sharp patient.
Oh, wow.
So that is available. Plus, we have breastfeeding support groups that are offered twice a month. I just came from hosting one a few hours ago, and so we offer a lot of support outpatient as well. But this donor milk is very valuable to our most tiniest patients, which is our preemie, our preemie babies or ill babies who are in the NICU. We have a level 3 NICU, and we use approximately 30,000 ounces of breast milk every year.
Wow.
And so just to put that in perspective, 3 ounces of breast milk can be as many as 12 feedings for a premature infant.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So last year at our drive, we collected in those 4 hours over 3,500 ounces of frozen breast milk.
Wow. That's incredible.
It is incredible for those babies.
And they need it.
They need it, especially our ill and preemie babies.
Yeah.
It helps for their digestive gut, and it helps to promote immunities for them and their growth and development, which is so vital for them.
Okay. And if there are folks at home and they're listening right now and they want to get involved, do they need to register?
They can if they want to. So if they would like to register, they can go online at sharp.com /milk drive. Okay. And they can register there, but they don't need to. Okay. They can just show up with their frozen breast milk, and we will take them.
And if maybe people who wanted to receive in the future, how would they
get milk?
Yeah.
So we also partner with UC Health, and if somebody wanted to purchase milk, they could go through UC Health and purchase milk, and it would be then delivered to Sharp Mary Birch at the New Beginnings Boutique, and they can pick it up there.
Okay. You know what? We don't talk about this enough.
No, we don't.
And the fact that there are support groups just goes to show that it could be a bit of a struggle. It could be very challenging, especially for new mothers.
Exactly.
We need to talk about this more.
We do.
Rosanna, we're going to bring you back.
Okay.
I've made a decision. Producer, Renee, we're going to have her back. And here's what we'll do. All the information you gave us, we're going to put it on our website as well, fox5sandiego.com. Click that Scene On tab, and if you have any questions or you'd like to register, you can find their link there. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you again for having me.
We appreciate you.